day 22 of Vlogmas. The day has started really well. I've been really busy this morning at home, which I took some snippets of. I made my gingerbread biscuits. I reset my vacuum cleaner. Thank you to those, or the person that commented that they're really happy with theirs. So I did a big hard reset on it and it remapped the house and it was doing a clean as I was leaving, which was great. And I've just had my hair done. I'm Christmas ready with my nails and my hair all done. So I'm going to head home now. I'm not quite sure exactly what the rest of the day will bring. I've just realized it's getting cloudy again. It was really sunny this morning, but I think I am feeling very organized. Christmas shopping, food shopping is done. Baking is started. I do want to make the fudge, the sweet skein of mine fudge. I cut up the fudge that I made the other day and I've popped that into a container and that turned out so perfectly. I'm so happy with that, but I really want to make the sweet skein of mine one as well. It would be nice to have the two varieties, and maybe I'll make some rum balls. I was thinking about that as I was driving down to the hairdresser this morning. Might make those too. Be nice to have some treats for dessert. And yeah, we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Nothing too exciting going on that I can think of. Thank you to those of you who have left such wonderful, lovely messages and comments on yesterday's video. It was a hard one to record, actually. I'm feeling a lot more put together today and much less raw from yesterday, but I just wanted to acknowledge and thank you all for your kind words. And yeah, if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, have a look at yesterday's video. It's a bit of a sad one, but it's a quick one. So yeah, we'll move on from that now. But yeah, let's see what the rest of the day brings, and I hope you're having a really good 22nd day of December and also are feeling on top of your to-do lists, because it's a really good feeling and so unusual for me. I forgot to say that it was so nice to bump into my mum at the hairdresser today. We have been attending the same salon for the last 4 or 5 years now, and this is the first time we have accidentally synced our appointments up, and it was so lovely to see her there. My sister also goes, oops, sorry, I'm going to change hands. Or am I? Hang on a sec, it was better. My sister also goes to the same salon, but have never managed to sync with her. So yeah, that was pretty fun. It was really lovely to see her today and to have our hair done together pretty much. And how amazing were the stylists dressed today. So my mum's hairdresser is Lauren, and she is the owner of the salon, and she was dressed as a Christmas elf, and I love that. They were all dressed in amazing costumes today, and then my hairdresser was dressed as a Christmas pudding, which I thought was awesome because Christmas puddings are delicious, especially Hague's Christmas puddings. Have you had a Hague's Christmas pudding if you're in Australia? I missed out this year. It's the first year I've missed out in a long time. They sell out really quickly. But I will need to be better next year at getting some before they sell out, because they are the best. I'm going to leave you there and I'm going to drive home now. Have something to eat. All I've eaten today is that Kit Kat, and maybe I sneaked a cookie before I left as well. I need to have something substantial. It is now 3 p.m. Oh my gosh. The day is flying by. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to put my audiobook on for the drive home.
Harry Bloom said, I've been looking for this watch for a very...
I am currently listening to the Vampire Knitting Club series. I don't know if that's coming through okay. It looks really a bit weird on my screen. Let me try something. Oh, that filter's really working. Okay, so I am reading or listening to the Vampire Knitting Club at the moment. I'm just finishing the last of these books, I think, in the series that I have at the moment. Wow, sorry, stumbly. So right now I'm reading books 4 to 6. I've been really enjoying this series. It's a very mindless listen, which is good, and it's kind of cozy. I am keen to start something new though. I think I only have about 46 minutes of this book left, so it will finish by the time I get home, or maybe not quite. I probably will still have another 15 minutes or so left of listening time. But yeah, listening to some Audible on the way home. Hello! I am home and going to check on my trees because I haven't been out here for a little while. I've been so busy inside the house and everything is looking really good. My lemon tree is starting to look very healthy again. It did look very sad after we transplanted it back in September. So I'm really happy to see it so green and full of leaves. Look at that. Just getting into their car and caught me recording, which is embarrassing. But yes, the trees are looking great, which is awesome. And I think my raspberry and youngberry are settling in quite well as well. I'll see if I can flip this. So there's the youngberry. It's looking very happy. And the raspberry has also got some new growth. So we should get some fruit next year, hopefully. So the apple tree and the nectarine that we planted a few weeks ago are looking good too, which is making me really happy. Our next door neighbour has decided to mow his lawn because Scott and the boys did all of ours today. So, well, lawn, field. It's not lawny at this time of year. So that's really good. And I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get a coleslaw ready. We're having pulled pork burgers, I guess, for dinner tonight. We've had a roast pork in the slow cooker all day, so it should be delicious. And I will then try to make some fudge. I think that's what I'm going to try to get done tonight. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Really, there's no rush. I've still got a couple of days, kind of. Well, I hope you're having a great 22nd. I will hopefully chat with you later, but if I can't, then I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you're having a good day, which I think I just said already. The repetition is real. It's a beautiful afternoon out here though, look at it. Makes me really happy. The plants have really taken nicely out the front here as well, that we planted a few weeks ago. Feels like a few weeks ago. Was that a few weeks ago? At least a week ago. I've lost track of the days. But no, it's looking very happy. The garden is loving this sunshine and all of the rain that we've had recently as well. I love the greenery. Has just flown by. They go so fast. But it's been, sorry about the noise, but it's been a really nice day. Got my hair done. It looks really dark at the moment, but it actually just had a toner put through it. I get my roots done every second visit and just toned, and so it does look very dark at the moment, but it will lighten up with each wash. But I love it. I love it when it's freshly done. It makes me so happy. Makes me feel all refreshed. And yeah, ready for another 6 weeks of it fading slowly. I tend to get my hair done every 6 weeks. I have a lot of regrowth. My hair grows really fast. And this is probably as close to my natural hair color that I have been in many years. And yeah, it's just maintenance of that because the greys are really coming through. It was so nice today to be able to sit at the hair salon and knit and chat with my mum, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. It just was such a lovely encounter. I feel very happy about that. The evening routine is all done. The kitchen is clean and spotless. I have put on a loaf of bread. I'm trying a different recipe today. I'm actually trying it in preparation for Christmas. I wanted to make a rye loaf, and I have made a rye loaf before and was quite happy with that process, but the result maybe was a little bit more dense than I wanted. So I'm trying a different recipe out of the Mary Grace bread. Mary Grace, what was her last name? The Live, Laugh, Loaf book by Mary Grace Bread. I can't remember her actual, Quigley, Mary Grace Quigley, I think it is. I've linked her below in one of the previous episodes when I talked about my sourdough. So I'll link her again, or link the book that I'm using below to try this new recipe. And we'll see how that works. I've got quite a bit of proving time to go. I've got 34 minutes before the first stretch and fold, and having worked with rye flour quite a lot before, I know it's going to be a sticky dough, so it might not be so fun to work, but we'll see how we go. I'm sure it'll taste delicious no matter what. It's just whether I have the right feel for rye flour anymore, because it's been a long time since I've worked with it. A long time, at least 6 months. I don't think I've made a rye loaf since my white sourdough loaves have been working out well. Because we all really do enjoy those, which is funny because I like rye bread too. But anyway, enough bread talk. I am knitting on my Desert Vista Dye Works socks at the moment, and I actually had them at the salon today as well, because I've finished all my stripes for the Cozy Knitter Advent socks, and I'm ready to cut in a heel / knit a toe, then cut in heels. And I'm still in two minds on whether I keep the order the way that it is or whether I switch them out. I had a thought the other day that when I wear my hand knit socks at home with slippers, you tend to see the foot more than you see the leg. And that is probably the most that people would see my hand knit socks, because if they're in boots, the boots aren't necessarily, or they don't necessarily see the top of the boot, because that's usually underpants. Pants. I work with an English guy, and he thinks it's funny that in Australia we call trousers pants. So if you're in the UK, when I say pants, I mean trousers. Just made me think of that. Yeah, so yeah, I need to make that call, and I think I'll just figure it out when I sit with them next, which will probably be tomorrow at this stage, because I knit on them quite a lot today, and now just have the two heels and toes left to go. And today's the 22nd, so I've got the 23rd and the 24th to do that, which is great, and the 25th realistically if I need that day as well. So that's awesome. Now there were some other things I was going to talk to you about, but I can't remember what they are now. I really should keep a list. I was going to say the boys, I mentioned I think in passing earlier that the boys did a lot of work in the yard today. My oldest Nicholas finished work for the year yesterday, so he's on leave now, so the four of us are home together, which is lovely, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks because he's on leave until the same day that I go back to work on the 8th of January, which I am not ready for. I've been really loving being on such a long break. I could definitely get used to this, but I also need to keep working because they won't keep paying me to take leave if I don't go back to work. So I'll be back at work in January and it'll be fine. I do like my job. I really like the people that I work with. But it's so nice to be at home. It's so nice to potter around your garden, in the kitchen. I've really been enjoying being in the kitchen, which normally I feel like I just don't have the headspace or time to spend a lot of time there. So that's been really nice. But that's all right. I need to find better balance when I go back to work. My workaholic tendencies tend to take over when I'm at work, and I tend to stay back late and then start early and stay back late, and I need to balance home life better. That's something I need to remember when I go back. We'll see how that goes. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't had a chance to podcast this last year. Work has been really busy. We've got a lot going on. We had quite a few staff changes over the year, and it was just a big one. It was a big year, a good year in the end, but intense. So I just did not have the headspace for a lot of knitting even. I don't feel like I knit that much. It'd be interesting to see how much. I am thinking about doing a 2023 review after Vlogmas is over. Gather all of the things that I knit this year, or at least get a list of them, because I don't have all of them. Some things have been gifted. And see how much I actually got done, because I don't feel like I devoted a lot of time to knitting this year, to be honest. Amongst the bread baking and the workaholic tendencies. I definitely don't feel like I knit as much as I did in previous or the most recent years. But I still love it. I still really enjoy it. I love making things. I love yarn. And I have so much of it to use. So I'm looking forward to using more of that in the new year as well. Yeah. I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I haven't said anything very interesting. But I am grateful to you for sticking by me if that is the case. Tomorrow is going to be sort of like the first day of Christmas for us, even though it's only the 23rd. We've got some family coming to stay with us tomorrow, and they will be here until Christmas morning. And then we will have Christmas Day at my sister's house, which is nice. And yeah, Christmas Eve is obviously the big one for us. Is it obvious? If you've been here before, it's obvious. But we do celebrate both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And it will be lovely. I feel much more organised this year, so that feels good. But yeah, I'm going to try to sneak in knitting where I can. I'll try to chat with you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Sunday and Monday, so tomorrow, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, in amongst the busy days. But I am very excited for this Christmas. It's been a lovely lead up to it, even though we've had some challenges. And obviously have put on a lot of work on ourselves in trying to get some things done around the house. But it's been really nice to have the time off to spend with family and spend time in my home, getting it the way that I want it, the way that we want it, getting it all organised. But I'm rambling again. So I will sign off there. I will talk to you tomorrow at some point. Might be minimal talking tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. And I hope you're having a great day. See you tomorrow.